Alright, so I came to make a video of the one thing that broke on my plow, and I actually found two things that broke on my plow. If you can't tell, can you see what's broken? So there's that little pin gauge that goes through there that guides this mechanism to hold it and lock it in place and all that. It pushes this spring down right here and it locks through there. And I can show you on the other side, there's a pin on the left there. Yeah, half of it broke, so flip that up, show you guys the back side of it. It's a little dark, hard to see, but so there's half of it. It's supposed to go all the way through and keep that spring level and flat, just like this other side. And it keeps it where it needs to be. It's not a huge deal, huge break, but glad I found it when I did. So there's that. It'll still work, but probably just hit something really hard. Doesn't surprise me at all. This thing does take a beating. So now onto the original piece that broke. I hit a curb a little too hard. There's a piece right here. It's a couple inches, 2 or 3 inches, and it's held together on top with these two brackets right here that poke through it. I actually bent this piece a little bit, but it's held with these two brackets, and then there's two that stick back here behind. You can probably see that. They just need to be longer. These need to be just taller, and these need to be longer in the back. And but it's not a huge, it's pretty much my fault. You can see where the bolt was rubbing maybe. I'm on a GoPro, so it's not very good quality, but I didn't tighten these over time when I was using it, and the piece just kind of came loose, and I hit that curb just enough to break it free, and then these will just hang down on the ground, the bolts. But basically that's just this, there's a huge spring in here, and they connect with, just like any other plow. This slides forward and spring tension and all that. So grabbed another plow, used that while this one was down, letting it thaw out a little bit. Used a rubber mallet, pushed that back in, and then I just tightened the bolts down, and it was good to go. Did like a couple 100 miles on it so far, so it hasn't come loose at all. But if it does come loose, I'll probably just end up making these pieces taller, or just welding it to it, and hoping that spring inside doesn't come off or break or any of that. But I'm keeping an eye on the rub plate down here. It's rubbing pretty good, but if it rubs to the point where it needs another plate in there, I'll just weld another piece to it, and that'll take care of it. So also, I missed it in my other video, but this is another piece that is rubbing pretty good. Another low point. So we'll just keep an eye on that, and if it needs to be welded, it will be welded, but there's a pretty good chunk of metal there. So those are the two things that broke. So if you guys have any questions or comments, hit it below. I'll be happy to answer them. And this isn't a very in-depth review of how the plow's doing so far, but it's cold as crap out here in Montana. So that's about it. Freezing my ass off. So thanks for watching. Any comments below, happy to answer. And any questions about the machine, just let me know.